Hey guys, how's it going? Today is October 9th, 2023. It's that time of year where we're going to be chopping corn silage. We get a custom crew in to chop our corn silage. Years ago, we used our 2-row Gale 760 chopper, and we had 3 of the silage wagons. 2 were Badgers, and then we had a Gale 980. We still have a Badger wagon and a Gale wagon in the chopper. It's just more efficient for us to get somebody else in to chop it. Helps one thing, but the equipment, it's getting wore out, so it just makes sense to have somebody else in and do it. Plan is to fill ag bags. We're gonna fill the silo here at home as well, so probably be 2 ag bags and then the silo. That'll be for the milk cows here at home. We got some later corn that we're gonna be harvesting here. We're gonna be chopping it and filling the trench up at the heifer farm, but that won't be for a couple weeks yet. The crew is supposed to be showing up here tonight with their equipment, but they're not starting until tomorrow morning. We got the 2290 back. We got it back on Friday. It had to get the clutch replaced in it, so it was split, and it's hooked up to the New Holland 40 blower here. So we're gonna get it set up here down here at the silo. That way it's ready for morning. Gotta get down here and feed the cows here quick, and then we'll bring this rig down and get the chute set up and get everything ready to rock and roll tomorrow. As far as the bagger goes, there's a local bagger company that runs around and pretty much runs with the custom harvest crews, and they have a bagger and a tractor that they keep on the bagger. They'll be filling 10 by 250 bags. They have more than one bagger, but they usually bring a Versa bagger here. Years ago, they always brought a Kelly Ryan bagger, but the Versa bagger seems to be a better option for us, so that's what they usually bring. The silo sits right beside where we feed. We keep the tractor and mixer right here, and then the feed gets in the conveyors into the bunk. So it's kind of inconvenient when they're filling the silo. We can't have the tractor mixer here feeding the cows. So we usually just pull it over there in the yard or someplace out of the road. Right now, just backed it up here as far as we could, and just gotta let it sit here till we get the blower hooked up, and then we can veer the tractor off to the right there and wrap around and still feed the cows here, even when the blower's sitting here. The silo we haven't filled for, it wasn't this past year, I think it might have been the year before that or the year before that. We filled it 3/4 of the way full of corn silage. We had a crew out this summer, and they come in and re-shotcreted the whole inside of the silo. The mortar and all that stuff was just falling on the inside there, and it wasn't gonna be very stable after it was full. You gotta watch these silos, they can collapse. So now that it's all shotcreted, I think it should be all right, and we're gonna get her filled this year. It's nice to have the silo, especially in the winter time. You know, diesel engines are hard to start in that flip of the switch, and you get a feed coming out into the feed mixer. It's nice when they work, but when they don't work, they're a pain to work on the unloaders. Since this tractor come back, the rear lights haven't worked on it. Not sure what the deal is there, if it's just a bad ground or if it got unplugged somehow. I'm not sure where the wiring is back through. If it got unplugged and didn't get plugged in, loose connection or something like that, but they both don't work, which is weird. So we're gonna have to get that checked out. And for some reason the coolant light, low coolant light's on, and the radiator's full, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that either. See if we can get her checked out here before we stick it on the blower. home today, and the first load into the silo, something happened to the 2290. It's not running right. I'm not sure what the problem is. Put the 2294 on the blower and just waiting for another load here to come in. They're over there across the road filling a bag right now. They got 3 tractors and carts running, so basically I think we're just gonna have 2 running to the bagger, and then the one will come here to the silo where I'm at. thinking the silo is about half full, and then the ag bag across the road is pretty much full, so they're gonna have to switch the bag out here pretty soon. They're chopping here at home out on the flat. That's where I got the drone video at. And it's yielding pretty good. Lots of corn in it. That's what we like to see. And looks like the chopper's doing a good job crimping. Things are going pretty good, other than just a little mishap with the tractor this morning. Hopefully we can get that figured out, but yeah, could be worse, I guess. The blower, it's got this thing here that turns, and then the feed is in there, and it pulls the feed into the actual blower. There's a big fan there, and then it blows up the chute of the silo. And then there's a distributor up there at the top. You can move it to blow the feed to different sides of the silo to keep it level. Later on in the afternoon here, they're still chopping. They got about a quarter of the second bag filled, and Pap just climbed the silo and checked it, and it's 7 doors from the top, so we're thinking roughly 5 loads yet till it's full, and then it'll settle tomorrow, which we probably won't fill it any more than what we will today, and then when it settles it won't be completely full. But you gotta watch sometimes if you fill them too fast and then they settle all at once, they can start snapping them rings off. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that because it was just re-shotcreted inside. It should have strengthened it up a lot.
Yeah, full enough.
Custom crew's still chopping away. They're over at the chicken houses. They've been over there for a little while now. The corn wasn't so great over there because of the upper strips. The deer just had it ate off in places, and it still must be yielding pretty decent because we're bringing quite a few loads back. We got the silo full, and my dad's buddy Ryan came and climbed the silo. My papa climbed it twice today already, and Ryan came and climbed it to watch till the end there, make sure it didn't get full and anything happened up in there. So it's plump full right now. By tomorrow it'll settle a couple doors, I'm sure, because the feed we were putting on top was a lot wetter, and that'll just, like that, it'll just push everything down. So we're not gonna be putting any more in there. We're just gonna finish filling the bag across the road. That'll be the third bag over there. Originally I thought maybe we'd only do 2 bags, but we had some extra high moisture corn left over from last year, so it made sense just to get silage made instead of having extra high moisture corn, because buying corn like that's easier than buying corn silage. It's not like it's a commodity, and it's a lot harder to get your hands on and a lot harder to get like trucked here if you would buy it someplace. We'll go across and see the bagger. Ryan took my GoPro along up the silo and got some cool shots for you. Really appreciated him doing that. It's one thing I probably can't do is climb the silo. Heights just aren't my thing, and I don't know, maybe someday I could encourage myself to go up there, but if you're afraid of heights, there's really no use of going up unless you absolutely have to. Gotta pull this tractor mixer down here, the conveyor, so it's ready to feed in the morning. Now we'll go across and check out the bagger. Boy, she's a tight squeeze to get her in here and get this conveyor here to that conveyor, but we got her done.